Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, Lauren and I have just finished our cruise on board Virgin Voyages, the Scarlet Lady. For those that don't know, it's the adult-only cruise line, and the ship is literally right behind us, getting ready to disembark with a new set of passengers. Now, while it's still fresh in our mind, we want to go ahead and talk about the good, the bad, the ugly when it came to this particular cruise, because there's so much that happened, as most of you have been paying attention to, and we want to talk about it. So, ladies first, Lauren. Overall, and by the way, just keep in mind too, it was Lauren's first ever cruise on board Virgin Voyages in any of their ships with their brand.
First sailing with Virgin Voyages. So overall, it wasn't bad, to be honest. It was a good cruise line. The food is amazing.
Okay.
And for me to say that the food is amazing is that the food is really amazing.
She's French. That's why. Very picky
really.
about the food. Trust me, very picky.
The food is amazing. In my opinion, the ship overall is good. The vibe is good over there. But you have some stuff that is missing, or it has to be worked on. So,
okay, like what?
Like, for example, customer service, because we had some issues in the customer service where they weren't there. They weren't positive about it. They didn't make anything to make us feel better or feel good about that. Also, the activities on board. During the night, you have a lot of stuff that's going on. You don't know where to go. But during the day, mostly if it's a sea day, you don't have much going on.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
I would agree. Now, I do want to preface this by saying, first of all, guys, I do love Virgin. They are one of my favorite cruise lines. I've been with them 4 times already as far as a vacation option and for review. I have one more cruise at the end of the year with them as well. So everything that's happened on this cruise is not going to outweigh my overall experience of Virgin Voyages. But however, it did kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. And I'm not saying the overall experience as a whole. I had a great time, but there were little things that kind of caught my eye, like the lack of customer service, and I want to say just the activities on board. Some stuff just kind of got skimped over like it was nothing. Like, for example, the last night we were supposed to have a party at the Red Room. It was put the Red Room on the app. Yeah. By the way, the app is really slow. I don't know what's going on. It glitches.
The app.
If you go in and out of the app, it just kind of like, it's all over the place. Sometimes it works, sometimes you have to refresh it.
There's a lot of stuff on the app too, so it's maybe why, the app is maybe heavy. Anyway, so yesterday night, we were supposed to have fun at the Red Room.
The Red Room is one of the theater rooms where they have different shows there, like Dual Reality, the acrobatic show, Ultimate Dance Show Party thing. It's another show that honestly I'm not a big fan of, as most of you probably know. But the room transforms into different things like the nightclub and a theater. But it's still a pretty cool area. They were supposed to have a last day party, and it just kind of got skimped over because apparently, I guess the floor fell in the nightclub area. There was a situation in the nightclub area, so they had to transfer the party to the Red Room, but it never happened, and everybody got all glittered up. They had stations to glitter everybody up and get them ready for the party, and there virtually was no party except in one small area in the back of the ship near a restaurant called The Wake, where nobody knew about it.
Nobody knew about it, and he finished at 1 a.m. in the morning? It was our last night of Friday night, and we were like, come on, it's a 5-day cruise, we wanted to have fun a bit. Mostly also because for the Scarlet night, the main the main nightclub was also closed, so that night was cut off, and I don't know, I suppose that maybe they would do something for the last night. I was a little bit surprised and disappointed.
I was telling her, because obviously I've cruised a lot more than my girlfriend Lauren, but the last night on board a cruise is typically hit or miss. However, this is a 5-day sailing, shorter cruise than your average weekly cruise, and our cruise is ending on a Friday, so you would assume that the cruise line will look into the fact that people are probably having the weekend off, and maybe they want to party a little bit and, be able to enjoy their last night on board. But it just seemed like a giant mess all over the place, and I would say overall, this was an okay, fair experience. Not great for my time here on Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady, considering this is also my 3rd cruise with them this year alone. I was on this cruise in particular for a 4th of July cruise this year, and then their other ship, Valiant Lady, over in Barcelona, and I got to tell you, both times were a million times better than this experience that I just had.
And I'm so disappointed because you talked a lot about Virgin. I was like, oh my God, I really want to sail on Virgin Voyages. It looks amazing, it sounds amazing, and to be honest, I was like, it's like when you're waiting for the Sunday, it never comes, and you're like, what the heck is happening?
Exactly.
And I was like waiting for the moment, waiting for it to be wow. And
it just overall was a little disappointing, I want to say, because I also give the benefit of the doubt. I kept telling Lauren that it's no longer peak season. Summertime is usually when everything is up and jumping. Spring and summertime, as most of you know, Now you got the kids in school, so it was a little bit more of a more seasoned crowd here, which is understandable. But these people were also,
they're fun.
No, they were fun. They were fun, and a lot of, you know, we got feedback from a lot of people as well. They were a little disappointed. They thought things were going to be on and pumping a little bit more as well. But unfortunately, we didn't have that happen. And one thing, like I said, that stood out to me was just the lack of customer service. The fact that we had a ceiling leak, and then we had the door handle broke that was over rusted. And it seemed like we were being somewhat interrogated as far as who caused it.
Yeah.
When it came to the ceiling leak, did you leave the balcony door open? I was like, oh, no, I didn't.
Did you pull it a little bit too hard?
And then the door, they asked if we pulled on the door too hard. I showed them the pictures. They said they had seen it from my videos, and they looked like kind of irritated that I made a video about it instead of like maybe yelling at them. It was weird.
Trying to work this out. You know?
Yelling at any type of staff that is just doing their job is not my style. However, I do cruise ship reviews and I'm vlogging throughout the day. I gave the benefit of the doubt. When I called them, they sent somebody up quickly. But they also sent management back to my room to basically, I felt interrogated, like I did something wrong.
Yeah,
the way
exactly.
they said it. They were like, oh, yeah, you sure you didn't pull on the door too hard or anything like that? I said, no, I didn't. You know, or they asked me if they wanted to see it again, and they didn't want to do that either. I'm like, you know, I don't.
They could just switch us to another room.
Yeah, that could have been an option. I don't have like an instant rust liquid to make the door fall apart.
True, but also you know the ship wasn't full. It wasn't packed.
No, there were 1,300 on board. The ship holds over 2,000.
Some room were available. They could like.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. I just feel like overall.
More champagne. Come on.
I don't care about champagne. I just want to say overall, guys, I want Lauren to give her fresh off the boat, I guess you could say, fresh off the ship. Let's keep it what it is, proper.
Yep, the ship is still here. So
while it's still fresh in her mind, I want her to be able to talk about her first experience, but I will have a more formal video on my main channel, The Ship Life, talking about this whole experience in detail, and we'll go from there. You know, the bag missing and everything else that kind of happened throughout my entire cruise.
It just adds up, you know.
Yeah, it all adds up.
A lot of issues and
exactly.
stuff.
Anyway, guys, I want to thank all of you for following this journey. Of course, if you're new to this channel, Jay the Nomad, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, especially with that notification bell on. Otherwise, you won't get any videos like this. And Lauren and I, we have big plans coming up. We have another cruise. We'll be putting all our vlogs on this channel. We'll be on the brand new Carnival celebration out of Southampton over in the UK. We'll be there for 3 weeks on board that ship. It's got a roller coaster and all this crazy stuff. We're going to Tenerife, a bunch of different ports that you've probably never been to before, or maybe you have. I don't know. Maybe it'll jog some memory, a little bit of nostalgia for you. Anyway, we got so many other things coming up between now and next year, so make sure you subscribe to this channel. Either way, we're going to get out of here, guys. I appreciate you. I love all of you. I'll see you later.
Take it easy.
That's my line. Take it easy.